Ready.
Ready. Okay,
Hopefully,
very cool.
I
Okay,
think.
so okay, so let's get started. Okay, so today the training is about our grade K reading and the writing course. Okay, maybe we have less information about this course, so I'd like you to have a brief understanding about the new course. Okay, so in this year, okay, 2022, okay, we're working on one new program that is called reading and writing, because we think as for our students, the reading ability and the writing ability is very important for them to get to know about the world and to express their own ideas or opinion. So we work on this new program, and now you're the selected elite teacher, okay, for proceed this class. I'm really proud of you. And for this course, we already have our G0 level and the G1, G2 level. And now we have grade K level for reading and writing. So first, I'd like to discuss with you, why do we have grade K level for reading and writing? Do you think the kids are able to learn reading and writing for grade K level? Who will attend this class? How old are they? You can have a guess.
5.
5, okay.
Nah, I think they're older.
They're older,
I
okay.
think they're older.
Okay. Ben, you have
I think they're-
G0 class, right? Uh-huh. And how
I
old
have
are they?
G0, yeah.
How old are they?
I think about 6. Most of them are
6.
6.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
grade
or
K
5, yeah.
is the level, okay, before G0. That means those kids, they are younger, okay, than G0 level. Okay, so that's okay. Later we'll get to know more about our grade K level, okay, and the course, okay. And as for today's agenda, first I'd like to introduce about the basic course setting about our grade K level, and then I will discuss about the teaching targets for each section. And then, because for our foreign teachers part, we are in charge of different, teaching content, okay, with our local teachers. So I'd like you to have a close look about the teaching contents. And the last part is a Q&A part. So if you have some questions, we can have further discussion at that time. Okay, so first let's take a look. So here is the whole map for our reading and the writing course. Okay, so it starts from G0 level to G5 level, and we have a slogan that is give me 5. Okay, give me 5. Okay, so you give me 5 years and I can help your kids to have good ability for reading and writing. And when we are promoting this course, and we still have several hundred kids are learning this course, we found that we have a lot of younger students. The parents want them to participate in this great course, but they are too young, and their foundation is not good enough to attend the course. So then we have grade K level for them. So this keys is similar to grade K level. So maybe they are in kindergarten, okay, kindergarten, and for this level they are younger. Okay, they are younger, and maybe just as Ben said, they are just the 5 years old. Okay, they are 5 years old. They have some foundation, okay, English foundation, but it's just a little bit. Okay, so they have a long way to go for reading and writing. Okay, so first we get to know the students, okay, the students for our grade K level, okay, and then we have close look about the course map. Okay, so this is our course map. Is it clear enough for you to take a look, or maybe I can open the big one? How about this one? Let me open the closer one. Okay, this one. Oh, this one is better. Okay, so this is for our course map, okay, of our grade K level. So we can take a look for this course. We have 2 terms, okay, 2 semesters, and for each term we have 12 weeks, okay, almost 3 months, okay, for one round, okay. And here we can take a look here in this part. it's called reading and writing, but we focus on the reading part first. So we based on the reading material, and then we teach them something, maybe the reading strategy and the genre, and then we will move to writing. But for this level, the kids are younger, right? For writing, they can just write sentences, not the whole paragraph, okay? And from the course map, what key points can you get from the map? Apart from reading, the teaching content, what else can you get from it?
How long the course is?
How long? How long? Okay, it's 12 weeks, right? For one term. Okay. What else? You can compare with the G0 level band, and then maybe you can get some ideas. Here we have the story, right? Story. And we spend 2 weeks to teach the story, and we will learn different genres, right? And the reading strategies. And for writing part, for the outcome, actually they are learning something about grammar, right? Yeah, grammar part. And apart from that, we have sight words, and here is phonics. Did you get it? So for this level, because they are younger, and for reading, how can our kids read the story or passage text very fluently? How can they do that? They should have a good foundation.
How can they do it? Practice a lot.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. That's true. Okay, and how can they do that? Okay, if I have no idea about phonics, how can I read the passage very fluently?
They need to develop their phonics skills.
Yes, very nice. Okay, they need to develop their phonics skills. Okay, and to have some basic phonics awareness. Okay. Hello, Jonathan. You're on your way.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for your time to attend the meeting. Okay. So we are talking about the course map for our grade K level, okay? And for our grade K level, for each term, we will spend 12 weeks, okay? 12 weeks to learn something. And for each term, actually, you can take a look. We are going to read 5 books, right? 5 books. And for each books, we will spend 2 weeks. 2 weeks to learn that. And apart from the reading content, we will also learn some thing about reading, like the genre of different stories and the reading strategies. Okay, and also we are encouraging the kids to write something. But for this level, grade K level, maybe they're still in kindergarten, right? They are younger, so we just help them to cultivate the sense of writing a full sentence. Yeah, complete sentence. So we will teach them something about the capital letters, some periods and marks, okay, related with the writing part, okay. And hopefully after learning grade K, they can move to grade 0 and G1, G2, and then they can write a paragraph. Okay, yeah. So this is like preparation stage, right? Get ready for everything. Okay, and for this level, we emphasized a lot on their phonics skills. Okay, and here I'd like you to get to know. Let's take a look. Where's the PPT here? Okay. Sorry, I think I closed that one. Yeah, okay, it's here. Okay, and just now we go through the course map, and I'd like you to have a close look at the teaching objects. Okay, teaching objects. Okay, so for our grade K level, okay, for the teaching targets or objective, first we'd like the kids, okay, read the passage or words fluently. Okay, so fluency is very important. okay, and build the confidence for them to read the words or read the stories, okay. And the next one is phonics. For phonics part, just like Ben said, okay, so develop their phonics skills is very important as for grade K level, okay. And phonemic awareness, okay, maybe they know how to blend the words and separate them and do some blending, okay. And it's still about the skills. And then for reading part, okay, for reading part, they are able to understand some reading strategies, okay. Maybe they cannot use the reading strategies to read more books, but at least they can understand, okay. And for the reading strategy for this level, we have like ask and answer questions and classify information and retell cause and effect, compare and contrast, like this. Okay, so later when you are teaching the detailed books, you will get to know more, okay, about it. And for writing, okay, writing I think is the most important part for this one, because this is the hard one to understand, right? So here for this level, for writing part, okay, and we would like our kids to try to write a full sentence, complete sentence, and they can unscramble the sentence words to build the sentences. So that is how we help them to have the sense of a whole sentence, construct a sentence by themselves. And apart from that, we will teach them something related to the grammar parts, like pronoun, position, and some other things, okay, related to conventions. Okay, so this is the basic teaching targets for this one. And later we can have more discussion about the teaching targets when we go back to the content together. Okay. Okay. So where here? Okay, so now let's take a look about the detailed course setting. Okay, so just as we said before, okay, for our story, okay, for each story we will spend 2 weeks, okay, 2 weeks to learn about it. And Ben, you have already taught G0 level, right? So we still 2 weeks
Yeah.
to teach one story, right? But can you tell me
Yeah.
how long do we spend the time for teaching the story for G0 level? How long?
How long do we spend teaching the
Mhm.
story? Well, the first week you spend a lot of time
Yeah.
reading the story and doing guided reading, and then the
Yeah.
second week you focus more on the reading strategy.
Okay. Yes. So how about first week? How long? Do you remember how long we will spend on teaching the story?
You mean just reading the story or the vocab and everything?
The whole lesson for
An
1
hour and
week.
a half. The whole lesson, an hour
Yeah.
and a half.
Yes, so for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
an hour and a
week,
half.
we will spend 1.5 hour, right? Okay, and how about the second week?
Yeah. 1 hour for
Yes,
the
1
reading
hour,
strategy.
right? Okay, very nice. Oh, thank you, Ben. Okay, and for our G0 level, okay, G0 or GK level, okay, sorry, GK level. So here, for each week, we just spend 45 minutes. Why? Do you think why?
Why is it less time?
Yeah, why less time?
Because the kids are younger and it's they probably can't focus for a full hour and a half.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, for GK level, the kids are younger and they cannot concentrate, right? So the teaching time is shorter, okay, than G0 or other levels. Okay, it's 45 minutes for once. Okay, and we can take a look for each week. We will teach 2 times. Okay, so altogether that is 1.5 hour, right? Okay, let's take a look about the detailed teaching contents. So for the first week, first time, we are going to teach them the content words. Okay, maybe the words from the story and some phonics skills when we are teaching the words and sight words. Okay, so who do you think is going to teach this part? Our local teacher or foreign teacher? Who do you think is
Who
going
teaches
to?
these?
Yeah.
I think the foreign teacher.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'll be confident. Okay, foreign teacher. Yeah, foreign teacher. Okay, foreign teacher is going to teach this part. Okay, because you're expert when teaching this part, right? Build the skills and learn some new words. Okay, yeah. So this week's content is for foreign teacher, and for second week, after teaching the words, the kids have some basic understanding about the content, and the second class, what are they going to learn with us? Read, can you say
Reading the
something?
story.
Sorry, can you turn? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah, but I can read your lips. You said story, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. So for the second time, okay, second class, we're going to read the story. Okay, so text close reading, just like what we did now. Okay, Ben knows that, right? And we also have some comprehension activity about the story. And after that, we will spend a little time, have a little make connection part. Okay, ask the kids to talk about themselves. And for second class, who will going to teach this class? Who do you think?
I guess it must be the LT.
Yeah, good guess. Okay, it must be our LT. Okay, so we can take a look for the first week. For the first week, one lesson is for foreign teacher and one lesson is for local teacher. So for the parent side or for our kids side, they will feel, yes, it's a good organization, right? We are good partners, and as for the kids, they'll feel okay, that's good. So if we have two times for our, for example, for the first week, both of the lessons are from foreign teacher's side, and the second week, both of the lessons are for the local teacher side. The parents will feel, this week no foreign teachers, I'm sad. I want our kids have more interaction with our foreign teachers. And so that's why we have one foreign teacher, one local teacher in 1 week, and then one foreign teacher, one local teacher in another week. Okay, so the parents will feel satisfied with this setting. Okay, and move to the second week. Okay, second week after we learning about the reading text, and as for our third lesson, what are we going to teach?
The reading strategy.
Yeah, you're right, Ben. I think I'm just training with Ben. Okay, so Nikki, Jonathan, and Reed. So if you are convenient to turn on your microphone and you can share your opinions with us. Okay, yeah. Okay, so for the third lesson,
I
okay,
cannot
we're
use my microphone too much. There is a
oh
lot
yeah,
of noise.
you're
My internet
here.
is very slow. I don't know why. My internet is very slow, so most of the time I cannot hear you clearly when you're making questions. This is
You are
I
also
don't know
breaking
why.
up with me, Lily.
Yeah, you're breaking up with me too.
really.
Sorry.
Okay, I thought it was my internet.
It's
Yeah.
my
it was
it's my
too. I'm on
internet,
the
right?
phone.
Sorry for that. Why? Because my
I don't
computer
know.
is working so long.
No, honestly, Ben deserves all those rewards because he can manage to hear you with all those breakups.
Oh, okay,
That's true.
okay. Maybe it's my bad. It's my bad. My network is poor, so sometimes I don't know why it happens.
Yeah, the voice crackles. It breaks up the voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. How about now?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
It just went again.
From time to time.
It was.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's okay.
Okay. And now let's move to our third lesson. Okay, just like Ben said, after the close reading about our text. So as for the third lesson, we are going to learn something about our reading strategy. Okay, and of course, we are learning something about the genre things. Okay, genre things. And before that, because it's the second week, so it's very important for us to have some review with the kids. Okay, to remind them of the content we learned last week, right? And at the end, we want them to have some think big part and make a presentation. And this is for foreign teachers part. And for the last part, that is writing. Okay, so just as I said previously, for this level, the writing is about constructing the sentence, okay, and learn some basic knowledge about conventions and grammars, okay, and this is for our local teachers part. Okay, so here I'd like you to talk or discuss about your understanding about the teaching targets for each lesson. Okay, each lesson. So who would like to share? Maybe for first week, first lesson. Okay, we know the teaching contents. So what are the teaching targets for this week, this lesson?
Would it be maybe vocabulary? Like,
Yeah, vocabulary.
Word?
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Okay, yeah, vocabulary, foundation, right?
Hey, there you go.
What else?
Maybe this pronunciation, maybe how to use content words in a practical life.
Yes.
To understand what's the real meaning of these content words. So later,
yes.
maybe they can understand the story better or whatever. I think.
Good. Like build a good foundation for further reading, right?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
Good. Okay, how about Nikki?
Good answer. I agree with Reed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just interrupting. Sorry, Lily, my microphone is off because I have a baby and she's talking with us. So I'm really sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, then that happened.
Damn,
So
yeah.
sorry.
I was like, what?
So cute, the baby. Okay, Ben, how about you?
Sorry, I did not know about the training. Otherwise, I would have given her to someone else, but no one can look after her.
It's okay.
So sorry, Lily.
Never mind. It's okay. No problem. Okay. And Ben, okay. So just now, Jonathan said it's about the vocabulary, and Reed said it's a building foundation stage, right, for further reading. Okay.
Yeah.
And here is one point.
Pronunciation
very
of the
important.
main vocabulary. Yeah. Practice their blending skills of the vocabulary, their phonics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just,
so here.
Build up and familiarize themselves with the main. With the main.
I have a question. What was the side word? I missed that one.
Sight words. So here for the story, we have some content words. So we will teach them some content words. Content words is for them to understand the story. And also we have some sight words, because when the kids are learning language, especially the second language, for the sight words is very important. So some of the sight words, they are just very small, but we use them very frequently in our daily life, right? So it's very necessary.
There'll be words like,
yeah, it's very necessary for them to get to know the sight words. So it will help the kids to construct a full sentence, to express their own feelings or ideas or opinions. So later I will show you what are the sight words, okay? And just as Ben said, phonics skill is also very important in this part, okay? So for the teaching targets, the main goal is to build the vocabulary foundation for further reading. And for details, first practice some phonics skills, and then help them understand some keywords, right? Like the content words and the sight words. Okay, and how about second lesson? How about second lesson? What are the teaching targets?
Make sure the kids understand the story completely, and maybe make some connections to their own lives regarding the story. Make it relatable to their own lives.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so for close reading, okay, understand the story is the basic target, okay? And for close reading, what are other skills we want to help our kids to build?
Can you repeat again, Lily? Can you repeat a question, please?
Oh, sorry, my network is unstable, right? Okay, I mean for close reading, okay, of course the kids can understand the story. This is the basic one. What else for the detailed one? What are the objects we are looking forward to help them to achieve?
Critical thinking.
Yeah, critical thinking.
Maybe.
Critical thinking, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, critical thinking. Yeah. So we will have some guided question
And
to
answering some questions about the story.
Yeah. They can answer some questions. How can they answer? So they just think, okay, and guess and answer, or they need to find the evidence from the text to support their answers, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe they can look at the picture, the story, and we can ask them some questions they can use the picture to
Yes.
find the answer by themselves, to connect why something happened, or
Yes.
what is this or what's that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we want our kids, okay, guide them to dig the text, both the
Yes.
illustration and the sentences, and they need to find the evidence from both the picture and the text, and to support their answers. You know, some of the kids, they just look at the picture. They don't look at the sentences. They just guess, and we want them have this ability, okay, learn to cite from the sentences to answer, okay, not just guessing. Okay, and how about the third lesson?
Ooh.
The genre is to make them realize the story is real or non-real, if it's fantasy.
Okay, so for the genre thing, they just understand, right? And real or not real, function or fiction or non-fiction. Okay, so that is distinguish, right? They can distinguish, differentiate them. Good. And how about reading strategy?
Well, is that the same as G0? The inform, persuade, entertain. The author's purpose.
Author's purpose
No.
actually is one of the reading strategies, and here we
Right.
have more. Okay, just as I shared with you, so you can see. As for reading strategies, we have more. Okay, answer, compare, main idea, match sentences. So we have different reading strategies.
I think.
Okay,
I think in the reading strategies is where we see like what happens, where it happens, and like this kind of main ideas, right? And what is the event that is happening, and who are the characters of the story, I think.
Okay, so why do we need to learn reading strategies? Why? Is it necessary for the young kids to learn about reading strategy? Yeah, read.
Yes, I think because especially I'm an artist and musician. For me, visualization is the most important thing forever for me. So if students' imagination can make a picture of the story, how it goes, they will learn language better, easier for them to understand what's happening. Even if we talk about some part of the story and I make a question, what do you think about this? If they can make a picture, they can now make answers by themselves. For me, this is why I believe in visualization as a very important segment of the learning language.
Yeah, okay.
And also I see here story structure, beginning, middle, end. Yes, this is very important also to understand how the story goes.
Yes, it's true. Okay. Previously, our kids, when they are reading a story, they just for fun, right? They focus on the content, the beautiful pictures, the fun pictures. That's it, just for fun. But why do we need to learn about reading strategies? Because we want the kids can get more information or understand more from the text, right? And this is how we can help our kids to practice their mind and to practice their reading skills. Okay, and then they can read more. Otherwise, when the kids are getting older, it's true, but they can just still read the stories with illustrations, right? They cannot read the chapter stories, right? So we need to help them to
Yes.
to build these skills, okay, the ability to learn more, okay. And for reading strategies, and sometimes we can by teaching reading strategies, and we can open their mind to think more, to think big, right? Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, and for the last part, that is writing. Okay, that is writing part. Even it's not our foreign teachers part, I'd like you to have some idea about the teaching targets here. Okay, maybe we can take a look here. So for the writing part, actually, it's about the topic of the readers, okay? So the kids are able to build the complete sentence, and they can understand maybe the order of the words, capitalization, and mark some basic convention about writing. That is good. And they can complete sentence with action words, adjectives, nouns, pronouns, positions, and that is enough. So for this level, they can build a sentence. Okay, sentence structure senses is very important for them. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I'd like you to talk about how are these 4 lessons closely related together. Can we switch the order like a local teacher teach the text first, and then we teach the content words, or we first teach writing and then we teach the words? How are they closely
I
connected?
cannot hear
I
anything you're
can't
saying
hear
right
you.
now.
Sorry,
We
my
can't hear you,
network.
Lily.
So sorry, my bad. How about now? The network is so poor. My computer works so long, so it says I don't want to work anymore. So it gets some problems for me. Okay, so sorry.
Maybe you're
And now
having
I
a
think it's
download
okay.
or something. Maybe that's taking the internet
Oh, okay.
or
So
an update, something.
maybe because of the weather. It seems it's raining outside. Sometimes the weather is bad. My network is bad too.
Oh.
How about now? Is it
So
better
sorry,
now?
Lily, what was your question?
Yes.
Sorry.
Middle of sentence and nothing.
How about now? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly
Now,
now?
yes.
Okay. So
So
we
you quickly have to ask your question.
okay, so my question is, now we are talking about the teaching targets for each section, right? So my question is, how are these 4 lessons closely related? Okay, and why we arrange the teaching contents like this? Can we switch some of them?
This is like a whole package.
Mm.
First, the last lesson is actually to show your ability that you learn in the first 3 weeks. Actually,
Scaffolding.
I think.
Yes, scaffolding. Wonderful, Ben. Okay, good word. Okay, so scaffolding, right? So first,
Scaffolding.
yeah, scaffolding. Okay, and the first is input. So here, just as we said previously, here is build the foundation, right? Get to know some words, and then we are ready to read. Then we read. Okay, when we are reading, we learn something about reading skills, and we dig more information from the text, and then we learn about reading strategy, and at the end it's output, right? It's output. Okay, we can use the language, use the skills to describe our own feelings or ideas, right? Okay, so now let's have a whole picture about the 4 lessons. Okay, so for the first lesson, we can have an understanding that is pre-reading. Okay, we focus on vocabulary. Okay, so here we have content words. Okay, for content words, so just like you can see here, so for the content words for this page, okay, what can you see from this page? What is the key point for teaching this page?
Point. Key point.
here for this one.
Identifying the word by picture and word, the phonics of the word,
Yes.
Yes,
using
phonics
it
of
in
the
a
words.
sentence, using it in a different context.
Yes, very nice. Okay, so here it's about phonics, right? Okay, we help them to separate the words, okay, segment and do some blending, and they can use the words correctly in the sentence, right? So we are still helping them building the sense of the full sentence, right? And here we have making connection part, right? I want them to think more, right? Even we are learning one word, we want them to think more, okay? And here, this is the sight words part. Sight words part. So this word is from the story. And this word is frequently used in the story. So we pick up these words and explain the words. What does it mean and how do we use it? Okay, and then our kids can feel confident to use these sight words to express or answer teacher's question. Okay, and here is some activity. So what is the objectives for having this activity?
Phonics.
Phonics, blend sounds.
Yes, okay, phonics, right. Okay, very good. And how about this one? How about this activity?
Word recognition.
Recognition.
Recognition is one part, and maybe some spelling, right? Know the words, right? The shape of the words. Yeah, okay. And here, for this activity, what do you think is the teaching objectives?
Connection.
I was also thinking connection.
To connect the word that they learn with their meaning and how to use it in a sentence.
Yeah, okay, here we want them to use a whole, or complete language to organize. And here there is also about their classify, right? They know, okay, we use our eyes to, maybe you can see, okay, I can use my eyes to see flowers, right? And I can use my tongue to taste the ice cream, right? They need to, okay, match and answer, okay, and say something. So it's about, okay, oral speaking part, okay, organize the language. And here, how about this activity? How about this activity?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I didn't hear.
So this activity is
What do you think about this activity?
This one is harder, right? Difficult, more
because
difficult
now
than the
they have to think by themselves.
Yeah.
They don't have visual help to connect things. So now they should recognize by themselves using the nose what your nose can do. Think about this.
Yeah, so final is a check, right? Check their understanding about the words they just learned, right? Okay, very good. So this is for our first lesson, okay? The words part, okay, vocabulary part. And for the second part, we are going to read, right? Okay, the close reading part. So here for our close reading part, look at this page. What can you see from this teaching page? What can you see from this teaching page?
Mostly I can see some kind of critical thinking, answering some question, and you can use picture as a guide to find the answer.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so here we have a lot of guided question, right? Some questions, they are related about the content, like what does she touch, and what does she use to touch, and how. And this one, how is the caterpillar? These three questions, they can find the answer from both the picture or from the text, right? So the point is, when we are asking the question, we want the kids to find the evidence from both the picture or both the text and to support their answers. And here, for some of the languages, they need to organize by themselves. It's really hard. So there is another scaffolding. So the previous sentence is I use my fingers to touch. But here the question is what does she use to touch? So we need to help them build the sentence again. She uses her fingers to touch. For this level, we still need to scaffolding for them. Okay, maybe for G0 level, the kids can do it by themselves, or we just have some oral guide, right? But for this level, we need to show them how to use a full sentence to answer teacher's question. And also here we have critical thinking question, right? What else feels fuzzy? Maybe your toy or animals, right? So critical thinking part. Okay, and for here, this part is read for fluency. So for this level, we said fluency part is very important. Both the fluency for say the words or say the sentences, and is also for read a whole story. Okay, read a whole story. Okay, and for this part, do you have any fun games to practice this one? Because the passage can be long. How can the kids focus on your part? What fun games do you play in your class with your kids?
Maybe any scoring system games.
Scoring system. Okay, scoring system is very, very important for GK level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe we can have reading relay, right? Or roll the dice. Maybe
Yes, maybe. Yeah, so they could so keep attention for everyone.
Yeah, maybe I wrote 1, so I need to read 1 sentence. If that is 6, I need to read 6 sentences. Or the 6 numbers can refer to different voice, happy voice, angry voice. So when they are rolling to number 1, that is sad face. So I need to use a sad tone to read the sentence. So the kids can be fun, right? So they think, okay, it's fun to read. Okay, so for this level, the interests and the fun is also very important for them to focus on your lesson. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and after that, poster reading. Okay, sorry, I forgot some part. Yeah. And here, after the reading part, we also have some activities for comprehension. Okay, and for this one, it's a simple choice, right? Read and find the answer, and also make connection. Okay, and then we move to our second part, okay, of our foreign teacher. First, okay, for the third lesson, first we need to review, okay? So here we have some big questions for them, right? So based on their understanding about the whole story. And here we're going to teach about genre part, right? So here we have several statements like it's not a story, it's real, it gives information and facts. Do you think these 3 statements is easy for them or not? Can they understand?
No, not easy.
No, right? Okay.
Not
So
sure.
how can we help them understand?
By sending them examples, maybe if it's some story they read or some movie they watched,
Yes.
it could be easier.
Good one. Okay, so we can use some pictures, okay, some videos, and the cover page the kids are really familiar with, and we can discuss with them. Okay, is it a story? Is it a real or not? Yes, it's true. Okay, so first one, it's a definition about these genre, but later we need to spend some time to explain. Okay, explain. So here, find the evidence is very important for the kids. So let's find the evidence. So here we will have some questions to discuss with them. Okay. Okay, later I will show you more. Okay, and at the end, we want the kids can differentiate which one is nonfiction. Okay, so at the end, they can differentiate. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, and then after that, we are going to learn about our reading strategy. Okay, still the definition page, also very abstract, right? We can group things together because they have something in common. It's really hard for them to understand, right? So how about we move back to the story? In the story, the girl uses her 5 senses to learn about the world, right? So how does she use her senses to learn? So these are the things the girl find in the garden. Okay, let's match. Okay, so this is one way we help them understand, classify information. Okay, of course, we will give them more activities, okay, to practice. Okay, and at the end, we want them to make their own chart. How do you use your 5 senses to learn about the world and present? Okay, so it seems for the third lesson,
Is this
the
done?
content
Is this
is
done in the class?
yeah, in the class.
Okay.
Okay, in the class later we can have further discussion about the content. First, let's have a whole picture. Okay, the last
Okay.
part is local teachers writing part. So first we have a leading. Okay, and for this story, the grammar point is adjectives. Okay, they get to know what are adjectives and how do we use adjectives. So actually, this is closely related to the content, right? Because in the content we use some adjectives to describe the things the girls see or feel or hear. Okay, and here this is about this part. So for writing part, we will here still we are using the reading strategy, classify information, right? These words we can use to describe our sight and feeling and taste, right? Okay, yeah, and here are some writing practice. This is about to match the words with the correct sentences, and here is about the convention part. They can get to know some basic idea about how to write a sentence. First, we introduce capital letters because we want them to understand this one. Every sentence begins with a capital letter. Okay, and here are some activities. Okay, and both this one. Unscramble sentences. This is how we help them to build the sense of a sentence, right? And this is very common in our grade K level, right? Especially for our Bino level, right?
Yes.
Bino 5 or 6, we will play a lot of games, help them to build this sense. Okay, and at the end, we want them to write something with a sentence. Maybe they are still very young, so the kids cannot type by themselves. Ben knows, right? Even if it's G0 level, it's really
Yeah,
hard for
it's
them to
difficult.
type, right? So for this one,
Yeah.
maybe we just ask the kids to say useful sentence to express what you're going to share, and teacher is going to help them type. Okay, so these are the local teachers part. Okay, so now let's go through your teaching contents. Do you remember what are your teaching parts? Which one?
Wait, one,
and 2, 1.
and two,
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's true. Okay,
1 and
so
2, 1.
here, okay, the first lesson and the third lesson are we teaching part, okay? So first, let's take a look, okay? Let's have a close look about the teaching contents. So here, this is the cover page. You can spend a little bit time to discuss about what do you see, but it's okay later. When we are in the second lesson, okay, we will talk about it closely. But here, you can have a brief introduction. Okay, boys and girls, what do you see from the picture? What can you see? You can circle and tell. Okay, share. Okay, and then we move to the lead-in part. Here we have a video. Okay, the video, I think you're familiar with that because it's from our BE level. The BE level.
I have a nose, a mouth,
you're
ears,
familiar with that, right?
eyes, and hands.
Yeah, okay. So here, this one, okay, it's here. Okay, so after playing the video, we can ask them some questions. Okay, what can we do with our first one is our eyes, right? What can we do with our eyes? We can use our eyes to see. Okay, how about our nose? What can we do with our nose? We can smell. Okay, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so after watching the video and we guide the kids to say something, and then we lead in the topic. So today we are going to talk about 5 senses. Okay, senses. Okay, and here are the words. So first, get to know some keywords. Okay, so first let's get to know. So smell, taste, hear, touch, see, they are senses. Okay, senses. We have 5 senses. Okay, and here and senses. Okay, blending. Okay, phonic skills. Okay, so how many senses do we have? This is how we lead them to use the words in the correct sentences or context, right? Oh, we have 5 senses. And what are they? They can take a look here. Okay, and after that, okay, look, eyes. Okay, what can we do with our eyes? We can use our eyes to see. Very good. See. Okay, so for the body parts, it's quite easy for the kids to say, right? So the point is the sensory verb. Okay, so see is the keyword. Okay, so double E we say E. So E, see. Okay, blending skills again, right? Okay, so what we can use our eyes to see. Okay, we can guide the kids to read the sentence together. Okay, to strengthen their, feeling about the sentence. Okay, and then, okay, what can you see? What can you see in our classroom? Okay, maybe you can find another picture, like a beautiful garden. Okay, what can you see? Okay, in the garden, the kids can circle. I can see flowers, grass, trees. Yeah, show them something. Otherwise, it's really hard for them to. Okay, I can see mom. I can see daddy here. I can see blah 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 blah. Okay, we'd better find a picture. Okay, have them to think. Okay, and then next one. Okay, nose. What can we do with our nose? We can use our nose to smell, right? Yes, smell. Okay, still the same thing. Okay, smell. Okay, and for some words, it's really hard. And after the blending, smell, we can also try to ask them to spell. Let's spell the word together. S-M-E-L-L. Just like you do in your regular class, right? Okay. So what can we do with our noses? Yeah, we can use them to smell. Good. Okay, so what food smells good? Candy, ice cream, chocolate, right? So, yeah, like this. Maybe you can ask them what food smells bad, like a stinky tofu and during. If the kids are stronger, okay, you can have this in a, interaction with them. Okay, and still the words for tongue is the same thing. Okay, so in this page we teach them, we use our guided question to guide them to use full sentence to say what can we do with our tongue. Yeah, we use our tongue to taste. So taste. Okay, and spelling together, and let's read the sentences together, and we have think big question. What food tastes sweet? Candy, ice cream, cake. What food is sour? Sour. Sour. Okay, maybe lemon, right? Okay, and what food is bitter? Because in our 4th lesson, we are learning about the adjectives, right? So here we can have something big question with our kids. Okay, ear. Okay, so here is the same thing, because for the sound, we are, we'd better use some, audio or video to help them understand. So here I have one audio, guys. So it's good for them to get to know that. So you can find the dog's barking sound. So what can you hear? I hear dog. Okay, and then it's the same thing for teach the content words. Here, gradually the kids are familiar with this sentence pattern, right? So here, for this part, we can ask the kids to try. We can use our hands to touch, right? And here is a critical thinking. Can we touch fire? No, it's dangerous, right? Okay, so what other body parts can we use to touch? We can use our hands to touch, and we can use our fingers to touch, right? So we can have something big discussion with them. Okay, and here it's learn. because in this story, this is a very important word and it's quite abstract from them. So we would like to spend some time to teach our kids. So we can learn a lot from books, right? Yeah, we can learn from books. So we need to read a lot of books, right? And we can also learn from our classmates and the teacher, right? We can learn from each other. So help them to know how to use the language. Okay, yep. And the last, the content words. Here we have something big questions too. What can you learn from this picture? Okay, I can learn some blah 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 blah. So the kids can say, okay, because they are looking, they are observing, so they can find some information. So here is the first activity, okay, to practice their, reading or blending or phonics skill about say the word. These are the content words, okay, and after that we have a spelling things. So this is what I just shared with you, right? So here 2 activities. After that, okay, to round, we move to our sight words part. Okay, sight words part. So sight words part, it's quite easier than the content words. Okay, we can ask the kids. Okay, so look at the girl. What does she do? Okay, she writes, right? What does she use to write? Does she use flowers to write? She uses pencil to write, right? So here, because for the third person, it's really hard for them to organize the language. Maybe we can just say, I use my pencil to write. It's quite easy for them to say something. Yeah. And the storybook is mine. So another sight words. Okay. Yeah. This is my storybook. Okay. And here, this is them. Okay. Them. Them. These are the sight words from the story. Okay. Even it's not very difficult, but it's also very necessary for them to know the meaning, because when we are explaining the story, the kids will have some problems to understand. So we'll spend a little bit time to teach them with these sight words. Okay. And they just get to know the pronunciation and the meaning. That's enough. Okay. And here is the game. Match and say. Okay, we just talk about this game, and this is the last one. Okay, and then this is the first class that's done, and the 45 minutes. Do you think it's enough for them to learn the words and practice and all the things in 45 minutes?
No.
No.
Quite a lot.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But
It wouldn't even be enough for us.
which part do you think it's really hard for us to teach in 45 minutes? Which part will spend a lot of time?
I think, in my opinion, would be like the word learn. It's gonna take a little bit longer.
No, for me, I think word them, to explain to students what that means. Them.
Here, right? Them, right? The
Yes,
sight words.
yes. Sight words. I think sight words are very difficult for them. Even before, with this old curriculum with Bino, when you what's your name? My. Very difficult to understand. I don't know why. My. Or this is me. This is my me. I guess we all have it. So I think them, to explain to them what it means, it's maybe tricky for 1 minute.
Okay, so for the sight words part, are we okay with this part? So to lead in this word and to learn how to pronounce this word correctly and learn how to use the word in the correct sentences, and we have some think big part. These are the content words. Okay, so are we clear about this part? Is this part okay, or do you have any question about this one? This is very clear, right? So now we are, we were a little bit confused about the sight words part, right? So for the sight words part, okay, here we can see the time allocation, just 1 minute. So we don't need to spend so much time to explain what does it mean, or blah blah. The point is the kids can pronounce this word correctly, and they know how to use the word. That's it. So use blah 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 to blah blah blah. Actually, when we are teaching the content words, we are using the sentence, using the words frequently, right? Yeah. So this is sight words, okay? So just like a summary, okay, you get to know how to use these words correctly, okay? And apart from the second one, mine, still the same thing. Key point is get to know the pronunciation about the word. Maybe you can explain a little bit about the meaning. Mine, okay, so this is my water, not your. This is my phone, not yours, okay? This is my, okay, and not yours, okay? Yeah, explain the meaning. And this is my storybook. Lily's storybook. Is this Nikki's storybook? No, no, no. It's my storybook. So you can tell them the meaning, pronunciation, and how to use it. That's it. Okay. And don't think it's very big. And them. So here, them. So here, this is mommy, daddy, sister, brother. Okay. They are my family members. I love them. Okay. I love them very much. That's it. Yeah, let them know, okay? Let them know what's the meaning or how can we use them, okay? We don't spend so much time to explain how to use it, what is the grammar part. No, no, no. They can understand and they get to know, okay, get familiar with the sentence. So let's read. This is my family. I love them very much. That's it, okay? Okay, and then it's the game. Okay, so here they are using them. And for this one, just as we said, so they need to figure out what's the sentence and what's missing here in the sentence. They need to use some keywords from the sentences to figure out what's missing here. This is quite hard. This game, I think it will spend a long time to play. But it's okay because in our class, we just have 3 kids, right? So I think this is a good point for us. This is an advantage for us, right? Because we have less students. So it can be controlled, right? For the time management, right? Okay, so this is for our first lesson about vocabulary. Okay, so do you have any other questions about this part, this lesson? Okay, cool. Okay.
No, it's okay.
So now we can move to our
Sorry, Lily.
Yes.
I just want to know, will the local teacher review the words with them, or is it only the foreign teacher?
And for the kids, we will give them some preview homework. Okay, so we'll have a group. Do you know that we have a group, study group in class in? And before the class, we will send them some homework. Like these are the content words you are going to preview. Okay, you can listen to the audio and you can go through the story by yourself. Okay, and after the class, they have some homework like write the words or yeah, a lot of things about spelling. So practice the writing.
So that will make the teaching easier.
Yeah, of course.
Especially the sight words. Okay.
Yeah, they have a lot of activities about this part. Sight words they will trace and they will learn how to blend the word. Sometimes maybe my, so we give them different words. Let's choose which one is the correct spelling word. Yeah, so they have a lot of activities. And for this part, the point is for our foreign teacher, we are going to tell them what are the homeworks and we are going to check their homeworks. So we are teaching them, it's true, and we are good teachers, it's true. But if the kids didn't do any review preview at home, it's really hard to guarantee their teaching results, right? So it's a cooperation between our teachers and our parents. Of course, our kids is the most important one. Right? We will work together to help our kids to become better and greater, right? Yeah. So this is our first lesson. Okay. Of course, they need to preview and review. Okay, and after that, after the second lessons, reading the story, and then we move to our third lesson, okay, that is reading strategy part. So first we're gonna have some review, okay, some review. So first one, we will go through the story one more time. Let's read it together so we can use different fun ways to read, right? Okay, after that, we are going to have some comprehension activity. So these activities are quite difficult than the close reading part. So it's about the whole idea, right? But this content is from the story. The kids can get it. If not, you can explain a little bit. Okay, so where does the story take place? So when we are reading, we know that it's in the garden, right? Yes. Okay, so here are some questions, and we can give them this one. We can use some tools. Give them this one, okay, to answer, right? So everyone can participate. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then it comes to our genre part. Okay, nonfiction. So last week we read a story. It's senses, right? And this story is nonfiction. So what is nonfiction? First, nonfiction tells about real things. Okay, real things. You can show maybe you can show some pictures like if you have any toys, so like a teddy bear, so is this bear real or not real? Or you can find the pictures, a real apple and a fake apple, right? We have some tools, right? We show them, okay, so this is real, this is not real. Okay,
Yeah,
explain the
real
word
heart
real.
and a fake heart.
Yeah, okay, and real. Okay, so we'll talk about real things. So first, it's not a story. Okay, it's not a story, and it's real. Okay, it's about real things. Okay, and it gives information and facts. So here we just give them simple definition. For some keywords like real, we can explain for a while, and another story the kids can understand, information and facts. Just leave it here because later we will talk about it closely. Okay, so how do we know that census is a nonfiction? Let's find the evidence, okay? So first, is census a nonfiction test? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so first, sorry, there is some animation problem. What is census telling about? Okay, it tells about 5 senses. Okay, and this is about giving. Okay, is it a real? Okay, is it a real? Do we have 5 senses? It's real, right? Yes, okay. Then we all use our eyes to see, use our nose to smell, right? Okay, it's real, okay? So it's a story, it's a real one, okay? So you can go back to the statement, second one is real, or the general one. Nonfiction text tell about real things. Okay, so first one, okay, and second one, okay, nonfiction gives information and facts. So what is the key information the author wants to tell for this page? We can learn a lot from our senses, right? We can use them to smell, taste, touch, blah, blah. We all use our senses. I learn a lot from senses. Okay, so this is the author wants to tell us. Okay, so here. So these are just the 2 examples. Maybe you need to find more evidence from the text to explain. So this is nonfiction. And then we move to this one. Which of the following book is a nonfiction test? So let's review. For a nonfiction, first, is it a story or not? Not a story, right? Is it real or not real? It's real, right? Okay, so here let's take a look. Which one do you think? So do you think it is a nonfiction? So first you can give them this one, like some tools. Which one do you think is nonfiction? So the kids can choose. Okay, after they choosing, and they will get to know, okay, which one So check their understanding, okay? So maybe they will choose A or B or C, and actually the correct answer is C, right? Okay. Very good. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, so okay, we can check the kids' answer and make sure do they understand or not. Okay, so if they are choosing the correct answer, that's good. And then we can explain a little bit. So look here. Wow, the Lion of the Mars. So here, wow, look here. Wow, it's Mars. Okay, do you think we have person on Mars? Is it a real? Maybe not real, right? Maybe it's really hard for them. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And here, wow, here, this is a what? Turtle, and this is a
Turtle?
dog. Oh, look, they are playing. They are friends. So, do animals talk? Can animals be friends? Is it a real one? No, right? Okay, how about this one? Well, it's a penguin. Is it a real one or not real? It's a real one. Okay, so this one. So you can keep 1 point real. Okay, real. Just check is it a real or not? Okay, is it true or not? Okay, yeah, to differentiate, just differentiate. Okay. And then we move to our reading strategy part. Okay, so here first is a definition. Okay, they don't need to read it together, and they don't need to have close understanding like in common. It's really hard for them, right? This is just a definition, and we want them to understand it by doing something. So here is one activity. Can you classify the things? So here we have an EDB for them. Okay, it's here. Let's take a look. So after we give the definition about classify information, and we will play a game. So boys and girls, look here. Okay, we have a lot of things, right? Let's put them in column. Okay, so we give the kids all the authority, okay, to find, okay, yeah, to find something, put them. So for example, here I'd like to put this here. Can you find more here? And here I'd like to put tiger, and here I'd like to put a toy car. Can you help me to find more? To put them in the correct or column, okay? So the kids can drag, okay? So guys, can you help me to drag something? Yes, we work together, okay, to classify the things. Yes, good, okay, good, very nice. So please tell me, okay, why you put all this stuff here? What are they? What are they?
Food.
Food, okay, food, okay. And to be specific, what kind of food? Are they vegetables? Are they snacks? Or are they fruit?
Fruit.
Yes, fruit, right. Very good, fruit. How about this one? Tiger, elephant, giraffe, what are they?
Animals.
Yeah, very nice. They are animals, right? How about this one? Blocks, ball, toy, car, and door, what are they?
Toys.
Toys. Okay, so we help them understand what is classification by doing an activity. Okay, so after that they can understand, okay, this is classify or classification. Okay, and after that we move to the text. Okay, so here look at this picture. Wow, we have a lot of things. How do we group these things together? So look here, these are animals, and these are toys, these are fruit. How do we put them in the group? According to what? According to
About a
five.
thing. 5 cents.
Yes, according to five senses. These things we can see, these things we can hear, right? And these things we can taste. So we put them together, okay, according to our senses, okay? Okay, so step by step. Okay, so do you remember last week we read a story, Senses? Do you remember? Okay, how does the girl use her senses to understand the world? Can you help classify the information? So here is another activity. So we can take a look. It's here. So let's put the things together. Okay, so see. Okay, so in the garden. Okay, what does the girl see? Do you remember? So it's kind of review the story again, right? See birds and bees, right? And what does she taste? Okay, berry. And what does she smell? Flower. Okay, like this. Okay, so based on the kids have okay, good understanding about the story, so they can do that. Okay, so this is the simple question. Now we would like them to try more. What other things could the girl see, hear, touch, taste, or smell? Like it's a brainstorming, right? So the kids can think more. Okay, can think more. Here I have more things here. I find more things so the kids can put them in order. Okay, maybe some food they can both see or feel or yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, like this, okay? So this is another activity. So gradually the kids can have a good understanding about classify information. Okay, classify information. Okay, and after that, we would like them to understand one point that is sometimes, okay, we can like for the lemon, we can see the lemon, right? We can also smell the lemon and we can also taste the lemon. Okay, but we cannot hear the lemon. So for the picture lemon, we can put them in different columns, right? So the kids can understand maybe something, we can put them here and we can also put them here, right? So this is another way for them to understand. Okay, and what other things use more than one sense? Okay, more than one sense. They can think. Like hamburger, we can feel the hamburger and we can eat the hamburger. We can smell the hamburger. Can we?
See,
Yeah, see the hamburger.
we can
Very
see.
good. Yeah. So you can we'd better find more, real stuffs if you had it. Okay, like an apple, real apple can show and ask the kids. Okay, what can we do with the apple? We can see, we can feel, we can touch, and we can eat. Right, the kids will feel excited when we are using some props to teach. Okay, yeah, okay, and then here, just like Ben said, do we need to do it in the class? Okay, so now we want the kids to make their own sense chart. They can list or draw the things according to their 5 senses. So for this level, maybe it's really hard for them to write down something. Okay, here is the activity for them to brainstorm. Okay, to brainstorm. I forgot to show you this page here. Yeah, what other things? What other things can we use that are more than one sense? So when you are teaching this one, you can move to this part. Okay, ask them to think. Okay, and here when we come to this one, you can give them blackboard or you can make the picture smaller and you can give them 3 copies and the kids can draw something. I think it's easier for them to draw. With my ears, I can hear, maybe I can draw a bird here. I can see a flower. And the smell, I can smell a cake. The kids can draw, right? They can draw, and they love drawing, I think. Yeah, and they are having fun when they're drawing something. And at the end, they can present. Okay? They can present like I use my ears to hear bird. I use my eyes to see blah blah blah. So they are using the sentence pattern. Do you remember? For our first lesson when we are teaching the words part, yeah, use, right? So they are using the language to present, right? So it's almost the end of our 3rd lesson. At the end, they can figure out how do we use our senses and classify something and to present something at the end. So this is our 3rd lesson. Okay, do you have any question about this part? No? Mm-hmm. Okay, so are we clear about your teaching part now and the teaching objects and how do we organize the class? I think it's
Yes.
quite clear, right?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you will feel confident with this part, right? We have a lot of interaction with the kids because we have a lot of activities here, and the kids are fond of the activities. So when we're teaching the words, maybe you can make your EDB to help them to have more, opportunities to play. Yeah, they love playing, right? And this is a better way for us to have some interaction online. Yeah, previously we can ask the kids to drag, right, with the whiteboard, but now we can use EDB. Okay. Yeah. Do you have any other questions about this part? No, right. Okay, very good. Okay. So previously my network is not very stable, but it's you know, I videotaped the whole training part just in case. I think it's very smart, right? Okay, so later if you are having some other questions, you can talk to me, and I will try to send you about this video, okay? And you can take a look about it. And both the teaching PowerPoints I will share with you, so we can go through with it and have a closer understanding about it. And you can also take a look at our local teachers part. What are the detailed teaching parts? And because later we are partners, right? We work together to teach same students, and we can have more discussion. If I'm clear about your teaching parts, maybe in my part I will work harder. Like first I will teach words, and you are teaching the reading part. And for your reading part, I can check your guided questions, and I can combine them with my part. So, but because it's me, I made the PowerPoints for the 4th lessons. So I think they are closely related. So you can just follow the PowerPoints to teach. And but it's better for you to have a whole picture of all the lessons. And I think it's better for you to teach your kids. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
So
Lily.
thank you, everyone. Thank you for your comment.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your
so
time.
much.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
day.
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.